Hello, beautiful people. Welcome. I decided to do an energetic update or an oracle card reading for the week and look at what kind of energies are going on right now, just right after the full moon, which was yesterday. And yeah, I felt inspired to do this because I felt that this full moon in Leo was particularly strong, very strong energies. Not just that, I felt a lot of energy, but also I went through a process where I kind of had to look at some old patterns, confront my old shadows, and this process was not at all fun. But I felt a shift, and after that, I felt like really a lot of energy, and I felt inspired. And so I spoke to a friend of mine yesterday, and she was going through a similar process where it was actually about, dropping into our hearts, and we both experienced, the opening of the heart. First, of course, the tensions in the heart, but then when going through and being more and more aware of what this was about, there was some kind of release, and also a better connectedness to the heart, and connectedness to the universe, and like really a beautiful energy afterwards. So I will be sharing more about this experience in another video. But since yesterday and since Saturday, since I went through this shift, I felt like, I want to come on and do an energetic card reading, and just look at what's going on now after the full moon, and like what is this? What is the aftermath? What is the what's going to happen, after this full moon? And it's very, very interesting because actually the first card that I drew, it was this one. And this is the card Strength. And by the way, I am using the Muse Tarot, which is a beautiful, beautiful card deck. And this is a new deck, and I love it. So that's why I'm using this deck currently for most of my readings. And so yes, the first card is, what is it? Strength, with a lion. And this card is also associated with Leo in the traditional tarot deck. So this card basically invites us to tap into our strength and inner power. And this is the fire and the sun energy, like feeling it in your solar plexus and in your heart center as well, because Leo is actually associated with the heart and the spine, and so no wonder that we were feeling that something was going on in our hearts. And actually, I would say that this full moon was about awakening in the heart, and also, stepping into leadership and leading with the heart, starting to do that. But anyway, first card of this week is the Leo and the Strength card. And yeah, what to say about it? Leo is about courage, the courage of the heart, and but it's also like very, how do you say it? Very grounded. And let me just tell you the words that's associated with this card. It says gentle influence and strength, courage, fierce serenity, innocence, pure thoughts and actions, honest tranquility, gentle leadership, flexibility and strength in the face of uncertainty, purity, integrity. So I would say that, this card invites you to really step into your inner lioness and your inner power, and connect with your heart, and through that with your power. And it's like, yeah, leadership from the heart. That's what comes to me very often. And also being able to see and lead yourself into some kind of change where you need courage in a situation. Maybe you are in a place where you kind of been stuck in your life, in one area of your life, maybe in your career or in your love life. And this card is inviting you to look at, like, what is it that you've been telling yourself that is not the truth, and look at really the power and your greatness, and start to have the courage to change what's not working for you. So maybe you've been like contemplating on, leaving a relationship or getting into a relationship, or have your own business, or change jobs, have another job that is more in alignment with your heart. So it's also very much about being in alignment with your heart and following your heart with courage and confidence. So building confidence and not being afraid of taking action. And the second card, if we are seeing like a development of this, it is the Eight of Inspiration. The Eight of Inspiration. And the inspiration cards in this deck are, in the traditional tarot, the wands. So this would be the Eight of Wands in the traditional deck. But the eight of Inspiration, that's also a fire card. And it looks like that this woman is determined, and she's going out, and she's going to move forward, and she's stepping into the future, a new reality, stepping into a new version of herself. So this is inviting you or us to move forward, and don't delay, don't procrastinate anymore. Take one step at a time. And even though you might be afraid of taking action or taking a step forward, it asks you to do it anyway. And yeah, so let's see what the book says. I always like to just have other keywords as well. So let's see, the Eight of Inspiration. It's about travel, speed, free-flowing energy, movement, breaking free of stuck patterns, running with an idea when inspiration hits. So yeah, so here it is also about the stuck patterns. If you've been like very much in the same place, not seeing any movement forward, because you're kind of like in a rut, in the same comfort zone that you usually are. And yeah, we like to be in our comfort zone, but maybe you've gotten some ideas lately that you were like thinking, maybe this could be fun, or some kind of inspiration, because this is the inspiration card. You've gotten some kind of vision or inspiration that you haven't acted upon yet. And so this one is about not to overthink, not to procrastinate. And even though maybe you haven't figured out the whole concept or the whole thing that you want to do, it asks you to do it anyway, to go for it and see what happens. So yeah, it's about speed, energy, and it's funny because there is actually some, two snails up here, and maybe part of you is like kind of like, let's wait a little bit, and like like kind of like a snail wants to be in the house, and be comfortable and slow, and yeah, there is time for that too, but I think this card is more about acknowledging your inner snail and your comfort zone and being in your comforted house, cozy house, and go out and start taking action. And the last card for this week is the Muse of Inspiration. And this is so funny because this is also a fire card. So the Muse in this deck corresponds to the king in the traditional tarot deck. And but since this is the feminine deck, the king is called Muse instead, Muse of Inspiration. So it's also about inspiration, and it's about this. There is the darkness. There is a lot of darkness in this, and the women, the muses, they have beautiful wings and the fire here. And so somehow this card is, related to the phoenix, the phoenix and the rebirth, and kind of like burning down. So when you become aware of old patterns, old habits, old beliefs that you have been carrying for a long time, and they make you sad, make you make you feel bad about yourself, make you not move forward, make you feel stuck, then this is the card that says that rebirth is possible. So you can burn down the the bad beliefs, the bad patterns, the things, the limiting patterns that hold you back. And as you burn them down, or as you become aware and go through these patterns and become aware and release them through feelings, then you will be reborn. And then you will find and you will walk your path. So in order to find your path and get into your heart, you will need to look at what is not serving you. What is it that you are maybe already aware of that you are not acting upon, and what is it that needs to be reborn, because it is a new you, a new version of you that is being reborn. This is how I see it, because this is the fire. And also the Muse of Inspiration is also about leadership, like stepping into leadership, leading yourself, and with that you can lead others. Let's see what the booklet says. So it says, inspirational success, an inspired leader, a visionary, thinking big, the ability to bring many moving parts together into one large story, remaining inspired, taking action, making sure you don't create unrealistic expectations. So yeah, so the Muse is about going to the big picture and being the visionary. Like what do you see for yourself for the long term? And actually this is also something that I tapped into this weekend. Like what is it that I really want for my life, and what do I want to create? Um, what does inspire me, and how do I want to inspire others? And as I was releasing my, there was this, stories and limiting beliefs coming up for me on Saturday, um, that were about, perfectionism and, not having, there was something wrong with my life and something wrong with me. And, all these kind of beliefs that we all have, at some level. So when I looked at these beliefs and these old limiting stories, um, I could suddenly see, like, okay, so what do I want? What do I desire? And like, um, how do I really want my life to be? And this is also what you are asked to do, like lead yourself, like see the vision, dare to see what you really, really want. So I hope that this will help you, um, with your week, and will help you to make right decisions for yourself, tap into your strength, power, and courage. And if you like this update, then subscribe to my channel, or follow my page. And please leave me a comment and tell me how this resonated with you, because I would love to hear. So thank you for now. Namaste.